Choosing the right vacuum sealer machine can make a big difference when it comes to storing food, reducing waste, and keeping your meals fresh for longer. Between suction power, sealing quality, food modes, ease of use, and overall durability, not all machines offer the same experience. Whether you want to preserve leftovers, freeze meat, prepare meals in advance, or store dry foods like snacks, rice, and pasta, having the right vacuum sealer can save you time and money in the long run. To help you find the best option, I've selected the top 3 vacuum sealer machines you can get right now, based on performance, features, convenience, and value for money. In the third, I picked the MegaWise vacuum sealer machine. This is the most affordable option in this top 3, but for the price, I think it offers a really good experience, especially if you are buying your first vacuum sealer. The first thing I liked is the compact design. It does not take too much space on the kitchen counter, and it is easy to store when you are not using it. If you have a small kitchen, that is definitely a good point. The machine is also very simple to use. You place the bag, choose the mode, press the button, and it starts sealing automatically. It comes with 80 kilopascal suction power, which is quite good for a vacuum sealer in this price range. When I tested it with dry foods like snacks, rice, pasta, and meat portions for the freezer, it removed the air pretty quickly and created a tight seal. Most of the time, the sealing process took around 10 to 20 seconds, so it feels fast enough for everyday use. I also liked that it has dry and moist modes. The dry mode works well for solid foods, while the moist mode is useful when you want to seal food with a bit more moisture, like cooked meals, fish, or meat. You still need to be careful with very juicy food, because too much liquid can make the seal less clean. But for normal home use, it works well. Another useful feature is the built-in cutter. It makes it much easier to create custom-sized bags without using scissors every time. The machine also comes with vacuum bags included, so you can start using it right away, which is always a nice bonus. Now, of course, this is not the most premium model in the ranking. The plastic build feels more basic than the other 2 products, and some customers mention reliability issues over time. So I would not choose this one for heavy daily use. But for meal prep, leftovers, freezing meat, or keeping food fresher for longer, it does the job well. Overall, the MegaWise is a great budget-friendly choice. It is compact, easy to use, fast, and practical. That is why I placed it at number 3. It is not the most advanced vacuum sealer, but if you want something simple and affordable, this one makes a lot of sense. Secondly, we have the Potane Precision Vacuum Sealer Machine, and this one feels like a step up compared to the cheaper models. The first thing I noticed is the build quality. It feels more serious, more stable, and overall a bit more premium. It is still compact, so it does not take too much space in the kitchen, but it gives you the feeling that it was made for people who plan to use a vacuum sealer more often. What I really liked about this model is the amount of control you get. It has 8 easy presets and 4 food modes, including dry, moist, soft, and delicate. That makes a real difference when you are sealing different types of food. For example, dry foods are easy, but softer items can get crushed with a basic vacuum sealer. With the soft and delicate modes, you get better control, and that makes this machine more versatile. Another smart detail is the sloping top design. The idea is to help prevent juice from being drawn into the machine when sealing moist foods like meat or marinated items. In use, that makes the process cleaner and more comfortable. The sealing quality is also good. The heating element feels consistent, and the machine gives a strong seal when the bag is placed correctly. I also like that it has an enhanced mechanical pump, which is supposed to improve durability and reliability over time. Of course, it is more expensive than the MegaWise, so it is not the cheapest choice. Also, like many vacuum sealers, some customers still mention mixed feedback on suction and sealing performance. So you still need to position the bag properly and avoid overfilling it. But overall, This Potane model is a very good middle option. It is not as expensive as a high-end food saver, but it feels more advanced than an entry-level machine. If you do meal prep regularly, freeze meat, store leftovers, or want more control depending on the food type, this one makes a lot of sense. For me, this is the best balanced option in this top 3. It gives you more features, better control, and a more premium feeling without going all the way to the highest price. And to finish, first of all, I chose the Food Saver, and this is clearly the most complete vacuum sealer in this top. Right away, this machine feels more advanced. It is bigger, heavier, and more expensive. But you can also see that it is designed for people who want a full vacuum sealing system, not just a small basic machine. What I like the most is the automatic bag detection. You simply place the bag into the vacuum chamber, and the machine detects it and starts the process. It makes everything easier and faster, especially if you are sealing multiple bags one after another. The sealing performance is strong, and the machine is designed to create an airtight heat seal. It removes air from the bag, helps protect food from freezer burn, and keeps food fresh for longer. According to Food Saver, meat can stay fresh in the freezer for up to 3 years, and food stored in the fridge can last much longer than with normal storage bags. Another big advantage is the built-in roll storage and cutter. You can keep the roll inside the machine and cut custom-sized bags directly from it. That makes it much more convenient if you use vacuum sealing often. The Food Saver also comes with a retractable handheld sealer. This is useful for zipper bags, containers, canisters, and even marinating food. I like this because it makes the machine more versatile. You are not limited to standard vacuum bags only. Another practical feature is the automatic moisture detection. If the machine detects moisture, it adjusts the sealing process to help create a better seal. There is also a removable drip tray, which is dishwasher safe, so cleaning is easier if some liquid gets pulled during sealing. Now, the biggest downside is the price. This is clearly much more expensive than the other 2 models. It is also bigger, so it needs more space on the counter or in storage. Some customers also mention reliability concerns after several months, so even with a well-known brand, it is not perfect. But if you want the most complete option, with automatic detection, roll storage, cutter, handheld sealing, moisture detection, and more accessories, the Food Saver is the best choice in this ranking. For me, this is the best option if you are serious about food preservation, meal prep, freezing food, or buying in bulk. It costs more, but it also gives you the most complete experience. That's it for this top 3 vacuum sealer machines. As you've seen, each model has its own strengths. Whether you're looking for something simple and affordable, a more precise machine with different food modes, or a complete system for regular food storage and meal prep. The most important thing is to choose a vacuum sealer that fits the way you cook and store your food, because the right machine can help you save time, reduce waste, and keep your food fresh for longer. If you are interested in the product, the link is in the description. But above all, subscribe to not miss the next videos. See you soon.